Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are driving to my office. So I thought I'll take you along my journey to office. I leave at 7 a.m. So the time now is 7:05 from Kengeri. So I live nearby Kengeri, right? And I drive till Koramangala. So it takes me about an hour in the morning. That's why I leave like really early. And the trick to beat Bangalore traffic is to leave your home early as soon as possible and reach your office as soon as possible, because the traffic is going to start after 8:39. It's going to be like heavy traffic. That's why I prefer leaving early. And I also leave my office early, like I leave at about 3 p.m. and I reach here by 4 o'clock. So now I know the time when I have to leave and when I have to beat the traffic. I know a lot of people, keep complaining that if you're getting your own car, you don't have any right to crib about the traffic, which is true. Especially, if you're the only person who is driving the car and you're not like carpooling or not doing all of that, then you don't have any right to complain about the traffic, right? So yeah, I don't complain. I just leave early. So sometimes we have something called as the boom barrier, and that does not open because we live in a gated society, and the FASTag is actually linked to this barrier, which opens for all the residents, and I have problems sometimes with that. So yeah. Okay, so the time now is 7:10. I became 10 minutes late today, but yeah, let's see. So I just thought I'll do this video like a talk along, because sometimes I do get really bored when I have to drive alone, because I'm so used to having people in the car, and now that I have to drive alone, I feel a little bored. So I thought I'll do this video, which is going to be fun. We're going to discuss about Bangalore. We're going to discuss about what's happening. And it's been a while since I've made a video. I've not been very regular on my YouTube, so I thought let me do this. So the first question everybody keeps asking me is that why do you live this far? Like when your office is in Koramangala, why do you live near to Kengeri? I think the answer to this is that both of us had work from home jobs at one point in time. My husband still has a work from home job, and I have to go like twice a week. So it's not really a big deal that I have to drive twice. It's okay. It's just like a long drive for me. But I think the reason why we live so far is because one, we wanted a very a residential vibe. We didn't want to live near the IT parks, firstly, and then my parents live in Vijayanagar. Vijayanagar is a part of old Bangalore. The trucks drive really horribly here. Okay. So yeah, I live in Kengeri, and my parents, these tempos. Okay. Sorry. So the place that I live in, it's Bangalore-Mysore highway, and the service road has hell lot of heavy duty vehicles, heavy trucks, buses, so you have to be really careful. This is an accident zone, so I will look towards the road and not towards the phone for obvious reasons. So you have to be very careful while driving in such areas. I have been driving since the age of 18, so now I'm quite used to driving in Bangalore. I'm quite used to driving in heavy traffic. Okay, so back to the question. So my parents live in Vijayanagar, which is old Bangalore, and Kengeri is quite near from Vijayanagar. So I wanted to also live in a place which is a bit near to my parents' house, because I want to keep going there, I want to keep going there, and if they need me for something. And also, we do not like to live near the IT parks or anything like that. I wanted to live in a completely residential area. Of course, this is not a fully residential area like the old Bangalore, but yeah, it's quite decent, and I know a lot of people who stay near to Koramangala, which is like 8 kilometers within 7-kilometer radius, but they still take the same time as me. They take 1 hour to reach Koramangala, and I, living 25 kilometers away, I take 1 hour, so it does not feel like a huge difference. Thanks to the area that I'm living in, that there's no IT parks here, which is great. Like, the areas which is filled with IT parks and corporates, the traffic is going to be horrible there. And that's the only reason why me and my husband, we do not want to shift to, like Bengaluru or Whitefield, because we've been there once or twice, and the traffic even at night is crazy there. Like even after 10 p.m, it's like fully like traffic. So, so we're like, no. But you never know where life takes you, right? Because especially if you're working in IT, if you keep switching your jobs. I mean, I haven't switched my job. You know, fun fact, I've been in the same company for 7 years now. The reason is because I value work-life balance more than money. And with my husband's case, it's the opposite. He's okay with taking up challenging work, and he likes challenges in life. So he's more into that zone and I'm more into the comfort zone. So I think we complement each other well that way. And my office has great policies, especially for women, like it is great. Policies like, what do I say? Be it women not having to stay after 7 p.m. at the office. And even if they are supposed to stay for work after 7 p.m., they're given free cabs to drop till their home, and we also have great maternity leave policies. You get like 6-month maternity leave as per the government, and you also get 6-month paid leaves, which is you get basic salary, not the full salary, but you get basic salary for 6 months, and you also get 1 year of child raising leave from office. So maternity policies are great, and our company is very women friendly, I would say. That's why I really like it here. There were a lot of times where I had to stay after 7 p.m. pre-COVID, and I was taking cabs like left, right and center, and nobody was questioning me for taking cabs in my office. And there used to be like such a good driver and such a good car that used to drop you to your home. It was amazing. So yeah, this job I got via my campus placement. I did my engineering in Ramaya College. So people who have been in Bangalore for a long time, they know Ramaya, right? MSRIT, which is in Mattikere. Also, in my previous videos, a lot of people asked me, like, if you have so many problems with Bangalore, why don't you just move out? So let me tell you, I'm a Bangalorean. I was born and brought up here. So yeah, just because someone is vocal about problems in the city does not mean they hate the city, right? In fact, they love the city even more and they want it to get better, right? So never question someone when they're vocal about problems. That is my main, life motto. I will also show you guys the roads when I'm traveling, I guess. So yeah, a little bit more about me. I did my 11th and 12th, or we do not call it 11th and 12th here, we call it PUC, pre-university, in Jain College, VV for people who are interested in knowing. I didn't really have the best time there though, because I was in science background, and in science background people were not supposed to enjoy, I guess. And it was just like study. So I didn't really enjoy my pre-university much. But I really enjoyed in Ramaya. Like Ramaya days were the best ever. So for people who want to know which branch I was in Ramaya, I was in instrumentation branch. I know it's not a well-known branch like EC or computer science, but I just went for the college, to be very honest. I just wanted a good college, that's all. Like everybody told me in engineering, college matters, and I really think it does, because the kind of exposure you get, the kind of companies that come to your office for placements. So a lot of people might ask me that you're driving alone, why don't you install apps like Quick Ride wherein you can carpool? To be very honest, I am not very comfortable with carpooling because with all the incidents that is happening around the country, with women, you cannot really trust anyone now, right? You might tell me that okay, they are educated people and going to the same company as yours, or they're going to a nearby company. Like I don't care, like these days I don't think there is a difference in being educated or uneducated, because there are a lot of educated people who do a lot of stuff, and I have lost trust in people. I just don't believe in anything anymore, because there's someone who's trying to always scam you, or trying to steal from you. There are a lot of these incidents, and it's not just Bangalore. Like throughout the country, the same thing is happening, right? I think after COVID, everybody's gone mad. I don't know. So I prefer my safety over environment reasons. Of course I feel guilty. That I am driving alone and I'm using this car. It's not really good for the environment, but I have no option. As a female, I don't think I'm safe. So say I'm just going to carpool with an unknown person, and if something happens tomorrow, then I'm going to regret it for life, and I'm not going to take that risk. I have become this person wherein I'm starting to take very less risk in life. Maybe it's also because I'm nearing to my 30, and people start thinking in ways they wouldn't think before. So yeah, I kind of disclose my age as well. I am 29. That's why my channel is called Millennial Wife, because I'm a millennial, true millennial. Next year I'm going to turn 30. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I do feel weird that I'm going to turn 30, but it's not a big deal, right? Like age is just a number. It's how you feel from within. So it's okay. the metro would have already started in Koramangala, I wouldn't think twice. Like, metro is so convenient. Like, these days, me and my husband, we go via metro everywhere. Since we live on the purple line, it's more easier because it's the places that we go. You know, there's either Vijayanagar, there is Indiranagar, there is Whitefield, MG Road, all of it is on purple line, so it's a lot easier for us. We're just waiting for Koramangala to come on the metro line. I mean, yes, it will be convenient if I go till MG Road, but you know, the last mile connectivity in Bangalore sucks. So if at all I want to go from MG Road to Koramangala, the auto guys are going to loot me. They're going to ask me like 100, 150 bucks. I have a colleague who comes from MG Road to Koramangala and she takes auto or taxi every single day. And she told me like during rains, they are going to ask you like 150, 200. So I have completely given up on public transport as well. So wherever I go, I mean, metro is a public transport, but you know, it's either metro or my car. Like, I'm not going to trust Ola, Uber, autos, you know, with all the kind of incidents that are going on here. And most of these, you know, I don't want to be mean, but so many of these autos and Ola drivers, they want to scam people. Like, you know, it's only about that. So like I told you, I've completely lost trust in everything. So yeah, I just trust myself, I guess. I used to take the car to Ramaya as well. I started driving from my engineering days. I think my father was very particular that, you know, he wanted me and my sister. So I have an elder sister. So he wanted me and my sister to learn driving as soon as possible. And that was the best thing he did, you know, like trying to encourage us to learn driving, because I think it's really, really needed in tier 1 cities especially. And driving is a basic life skill, you know, everybody should know it, irrespective of gender. So my breakfast, lunch and evening snacks is covered by the office, although I do not stay till the evening snacks. I leave office early. In our office, there is a rule that you need to at least stay for 5 hours in a day for it to be qualified for work from office, you know. Previously, they did not have such rules, and I think people were trying to take an advantage of just going and swiping in and coming out. So now they have made it a mandatory rule that you have to be in office for 5 hours in a single day for it to be qualified. So yeah, that's why I stay till like from 8 to 3 p.m. It's more than 5 hours and I'm like happy with it. These local buses are a hazard, let me tell you, like the ones which keep honking. I mean, BMTCs are no less, but at least they drive a little better than these local stupid buses. I don't know from where they come. They're horrible and they try to intimidate you. People also ask me like, you know, aren't you afraid of driving because there are a lot of road rage incidents happening? But I think dash cams is your way to go, and road rages can happen anywhere, right? It's not just here. And I also think I'm kind of confident in driving in Bangalore because I know the local language. I know Kannada really well. So for me, it's not a problem if anything like that happens. So yeah, if at all such incidents happen with me, like, you know, any kind of road rage or anything like that, I have family to fall back on. So I can just call them and tell them to, like, you know, come here fast, or I can call my husband, you know, anything like that. So maybe because of that, my confidence has also increased in driving here. And now that I've been driving for more than 10 years, it seems okay, it feels okay. So about learning Kannada language, I had taken second language as Kannada, although my mother tongue is not Kannada at home. We speak Konkani at home for people who are interested in knowing. Konkani is from the coastal region, like, you know, from Goa, from Bangalore. So our ancestors are from there. But, you know, a lot of us already knew, my parents knew Kannada really well, so they made me take second language Kannada in school. And by the way, I like got really good marks in Kannada. Like I scored like 98 on 100 in Kannada. And in future, I have this, you know, goal that I want to make a channel in Kannada as well, so that a lot of people, I can capture a wider audience and native, you know, Kannadigas can relate to me. So yeah, let me see how that goes. I'm not really regular on my English channel. So I think the main reason for me starting YouTube is because I really like long videos and I was tired of reels. I hate reels, I hate shorts. If you've seen my channel, I have very less shorts because I don't like it. I don't consider that as a good form of content because it's just a, you know, waste of time. So the buses here, they randomly stop in the middle of the road and they do not give you way. If you see here, yeah, especially these Mysuru Sarige buses, you know, they just park out of nowhere and they have a competition going on and they do not leave space. I'm like, what is wrong with you? So early morning at 7:30, these buses try to create a block. I think I should tag Bangalore Traffic Police, right? They're randomly stopping people in the middle of the road and doing all this. Like, horrible, man. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna like tweet this. A lot of people also ask me that why aren't you buying a house yet? I don't know, like when two people are working in IT, like how do you know which area you want to live in? Because if you like keep switching, and if the distance from your office to your house is massive, right? And if they're not like very cooperative, for example, my office currently, they're very cooperative, and like even though on paper it says like 3 days a week, I just go like twice. But what if a company is really strict in work from office policies and all of that? So how do you know where you're going to live? So I think me and my husband, we want to make an informed decision and then buy a house in a good area in Bangalore, preferably old Bangalore. But old Bangalore has become like so expensive now, so I don't really know whether we can afford it. By old Bangalore, I mean Jayanagar, JP Nagar, Indranagar. Indranagar is like out of reach, I think. Like nobody can afford a house there, especially if you're working in IT, no. So what are my future aspirations? I definitely do not want to work in IT for long. I want to try out probably a different career. I don't think anybody who works in IT, they want to work in IT for a long time. Like either people want to, start their own business, or they want to do, even I want to do that. Let's see how life goes. I think YouTube will only be my passion. I don't really know if I can, go full-time YouTube, because I don't think I have it in me. Because recently I went to Mysore for the long Independence Day weekend, and I was supposed to vlog, but I was so like, involved in the place and, trying out local food and all of that, that I forgot to vlog, like a lot of it. And then I couldn't really make a video. So I don't think I can be a travel vlogger, because I really like to enjoy and be in that place than recording. That's why I always feel like YouTube is not probably fully for me, because I don't like to, like take my camera and, go to a mall and keep shooting, or, go to another city. Instead of enjoying, I just keep recording videos. I don't like doing that. I just like shooting vlogs inside my house, or probably in the car, when I'm like free. Other places I do not like recording. Let's talk a bit about traveling. How many countries that I have been to, let me tell you. So I have been to quite a lot of countries thanks to my parents, my mom especially, because she likes traveling herself. And when we were kids, she used to take us to a lot of places. So we've been to Singapore, we've been to Malaysia, we've been to Hong Kong, we have been to the Middle East, Dubai, Qatar, Abu Dhabi, Europe. So I've been to Europe twice, one with family when I was really young, and the other one was recently with my husband, where my company had sent me on site, and that was just 1 month after our marriage. So that was like a honeymoon. And I've been to like Germany. We've been to Germany primarily, but we went to Austria, we went to Paris, Italy. Yeah, so a fair bit of Europe I've covered. My dream country to visit is going to be Japan. Like I want to go to Japan, and I want to also go to Australia and New Zealand, because I've heard it's like beautiful. I think with respect to living abroad, definitely, why not? Like if we are going to get the right opportunity, the right job, the right money, I would love to live abroad for a few years and then probably come back. My main reason to live abroad would be traveling, because when I was living in Germany for a very brief period, we loved the public infrastructure there. Like, the train, especially the train connectivity was fabulous. We could go to every other country via the local trains, and it was amazing. We lived there like locals, we traveled there like locals, and not really these like, a very touristy package. We did not do that. So it was amazing, and it was so easy to figure out everything, because everything is so clear there. Everything, they have an app for everything. Although the language is a bit of a problem, that is the German language, but we used our, Google Lens for everything. Wherever we had to translate, just use your Google Lens, and you can do all of that. So yeah, like if somebody gets an opportunity to live abroad, they have to, because it's just for the experience. The experience of living in a very less populated country, the experience of living in a country where the roads are amazing, where the public infrastructure is amazing, where everything is amazing. So why not? I'm not really sure about the US though, although I want to visit America, and I want to visit all the 50 states. Are there 50 states in America? I think so. So yeah, I would love to visit, but I don't know whether to live America is good, because there's a lot of gun violence and all of that. Now you might question me that even India is not that great to live in, but I love living in India. Like nothing bad has happened to me. Although in India, women's safety is a huge concern. And the way women are treated and respected. With the recent Kolkata incident, I was so deeply disturbed, and the reason why it took me so long to do a video was that I was mentally very disturbed with this whole Kolkata incident. Like I feel so bad that doctors are not safe in their own workplaces. not just doctors, it's just women are not safe in their workplaces, which makes me feel horrible. So yeah, I think everyone who gets an opportunity should go and live abroad, like for the experience. It is amazing. Also, when you go abroad, try to make new friends with people who are living in that country. So I made a good friendship with my colleagues in Germany and with my manager. My manager was the sweetest, like he made us, he took us out for a day travel and all of that. It was amazing. And it's usually a notion that other country people do not like Indians. But there are also a lot of good people, in every part of the world there are good and bad people. So you only have to find those good people. So a lot of my friends, they moved abroad. They moved to America, they moved to Europe. They moved to all these places right after engineering, and I felt really left out. I think FOMO is real, right? Because when all of your friends are, abroad, they're posting pictures on Instagram, they're roaming every weekend, and like you're here in India doing nothing. The reason that I did not want to go abroad is, I think there were two reasons. One is, I was genuinely not interested in studying further. Like, I just wanted to work. Like always, I just wanted to work and earn money and retire early. Like that was my goal. I didn't want to keep studying, and have a loan on my head and keep worrying about that loan. I didn't want all of that. So maybe that was the reason I did not go. But sometimes do I regret it? Maybe. Because a lot of my friends, they are in good positions now. They've already cleared all of their loans and they've saved so much. In fact, a lot of my friends, they've already bought houses in Bangalore for their parents. They're doing all that. Recently, one of my friends, she constructed a new house in Bangalore. So sometimes, yeah, it does feel a bit weird that you're probably a little behind in life and others are ahead of you. But I try not to think about it. It's okay. Like, you just have to be happy with where you are, and the grass is probably greener on the other side. I just think like that and I just let it go. I found this very weird pattern currently in Bangalore when people are driving, that they're using their phones a lot. They're either scrolling, they're watching reels when driving. Like, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, why are you doing that? Like, just now I saw a person who was, watching reels with one hand and driving a two-wheeler. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, it's such a road hazard. So I reached town hall now. And the traffic has been okay today. It's probably after effects of long weekend. So there's not much of a crowd. I think I'm really blessed to have my office in such a city center, that is Koramangala. And thankfully my office is not in Bengaluru or Whitefield. Like, I would die like if I had to go there. Probably that's also one of the reasons why I don't want to switch my company and I want to be here forever, because the location is so fab. I do think that I'm one of the few people who actually likes driving in Bangalore. I don't know why, but driving is like my second love, because to be honest, driving is not that bad if you're leaving on the correct timings. You need to know when to leave and you need to know when you need to come back. So it's okay. Like, I've also been like jammed for like 3 hours on some days, but I don't crib because it's my decision to actually drive a car. So I don't have any right to complain, So the minute I make a decision of driving a car alone, the responsibility of traffic comes on me, and I do not, I do not mind it. Like, I have to stay in this traffic and I have to drive here. That's all. I was not a very risk-taking person ever, I think. I was always the kind of person who likes to live in comfort zone. Uncertainties scare me. I don't know. I'm the kind of person where even if one point is uncertain, I'll be anxious. I don't know. It's just my personality type. That's why I think I've not switched companies. I've not moved abroad. I've not done all of that because I was never that person. They're digging road again. Look at the road condition. The roads are just horrible here. This is on the way to Shantinagar bus stop, I think. Yeah. I don't know if it's clear, but see the road here. It's horrible. Like, how are we supposed to drive here even? And on that, a lot of people want to just change their tracks whenever they like. Like, seriously. So, a little bit more about me. I got married in 2023, so it's just been like 1 year and 2 months for my marriage. I met my husband via arranged marriage. That's why I do make a lot of videos on the arranged marriage process, if you're not aware. If you have not seen my previous videos, do watch it. I'm an arranged marriage veteran, so I do have a lot of experience on, how the whole process works and what it takes to find a partner. Like, arranged marriages are very difficult in this day and age because everybody has their own list of expectations, right? Even I had a huge list, I guess. My parents used to tell me that my list is so long that you're not going to find someone, but I thought it was not that long compared to other people, but it's still long. But eventually you do end up with your partner, even though probably you have to, let go of some points in that list, it's still fine, right? As long as you're finding a good person at the end of the day, it's okay. And I'm like really happy with it. That's why I'm an advocate for arranged marriages. You know, people bash arranged marriages left, right, and center, but it's not true in a lot of cases. And also these days, I think nobody is forcing anyone. I mean, yes, in tier 2, tier 3 cities and villages, probably the forcing happens, wherein the girl does not have a choice whom she wants to marry, and the parents just tell that, you know, you're supposed to marry this person and you're not supposed to talk to them before marriage, which is weird. But there are also a lot of marriages, especially in tier 1 cities where we live. Our parents give us the full autonomy to, you know, choose your partner. Like, you don't have to just marry someone without talking to. What do I generally do on weekends? Okay, elbowed, leave me space. Okay. So generally on weekends, we do not go out a lot these days, because, you know, the whole concept of going out on weekends has only become about going to hotels, cafes and eating, which is so unhealthy. I used to do that a lot, and I put on a lot of weight. Like, I put on 10 kilos, you know, after marriage, because we were eating so much, and going out just means going to malls or going to eat in Bangalore, you know. Like, I'm like, what else is there? What else can you do? Like, okay, going to a friend's house probably makes sense, but again, you're going to order from outside and, you know, you're going to eat junk. So these days, you know, hanging out or going out or chilling just means eating outside, which, you know, it's so unhealthy, and you end up eating so much, especially of all these desserts and all these junk food. Now, me and my husband, we both are trying to cut down a bit, and, you know, we're trying to be healthy. We're trying to gym regularly. We're trying to put down the weight that we both have increased in the last year. And, you know, I decided that let me not chill or, you know, go out on weekend. It's okay if I'm not doing anything. It's okay if I'm not posting on Instagram, but I just, you know, I don't want to eat anymore outside. So the only thing now that we do on weekends is, you know, we live in a gated society, right? So we go swimming, we play a sport, we're trying to learn tennis. We're doing all of that, and that makes so much more sense than just hanging out. Also, I make YouTube videos, so, you know, I kind of utilize my weekend to edit my videos. I think FOMO culture is real, right? When someone is posting on Instagram, you feel like you are not doing anything and other people are enjoying and living their life, and, you know, all of that. I used to feel that as well. But with age, you're not going to feel that anymore. With age, you're just going to, you know, you're going to watch a good show at your house, eat good home cooked food, enjoy your partner's company, and that's it, you know. It's all going to come down. The FOMO thing is going to come down with age. I have almost reached my office. It is 7:50 and I left at 7:10 and I'm almost there. So, you know, this is the advantage of leaving early. You're going to reach so quick that you're not even going to realize. And today that I was making this video, I actually did not realize, because it felt like I was talking to a friend. So do let me know your experiences in Bangalore. What kind of videos do you want me to make? What are you expecting from my channel? How is it going with your life? You know, let's talk like friends. So do let me know everything. I'm interested. I'm like heavily interested in other people's lives, I guess. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being in Drive With Me video. I love talking to you. Bye-bye.